What's going on, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to a nice little history of New York City having so many rats. So many of them. And I'm gonna tell you something. Any restaurant in New York is filthy, you guys. If I had to give you guys a heads up, okay? Any restaurant you go to, if you're about like clean environment or whatever, I would not recommend going to New York, okay? The city of New York. Outside of New York, perfectly fine, no issues, but the city, like Manhattan, all around that, filthy, you guys. But anyway, we're going to be reacting to this, get a little education in as far as why is there so many rats in the city of New York. Without further ado, we're going to get down into it, you guys. So do your boy a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Help your boy reach 1K, and that's all I got to say. Let's get right down to it, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
Each day, New York's crowded streets are abundant with the sights, smells, and sounds that make the city so easily recognizable. But at night, something else scurries around the city streets.
Ooh, there it is. There it is, yeah.
New York is known for its rats. Next to the pigeon,
Yeah.
probably the closest thing the city has to a
They got
mascot.
so many whiskers.
They are fascinating. They are complex in their behavior. Other people obviously would think that they are disgusting.
Yeah.
They're vermin.
Yeah.
People who move here from out of state are just not ready for
Look at that!
amount of rats that we have out.
Oh, that's gross.
New
Oh,
York
look
City
at
has
that.
long been considered one of the rattiest cities in America. Some estimate around 2 million
2 million rats.
home.
2
While most
million
New Yorkers
rats.
have accepted rats as part of
That's a
city
whole
life,
slice of
they
pizza.
pose various health risks. And while government agencies work to manage the problem,
Clearly, they don't do
some
good
New
enough of a
Yorkers have
job.
taken it into their own
Okay.
hands.
Little rat terriers.
Rats that,
There you go. I love watching stuff like that.
bananas here.
They be having rat terriers come by and just
Here
tear
is
each
how
of them
New
up. I
York
love
City
videos like that.
Rats out its rodents.
They got holes all around the garden. Yup. 2 million. 2 million.
Rats
They come
have
out of
been here
trees?
since the city was founded. Rats have lived in the city. Rats have survived in the city
rat
by
catch.
the law of large numbers.
Richard
We had
Reynolds
dogs
and his
out
team
overnight.
of rat-hunting canines have prowled the streets of New York City for nearly 30 years.
30 years. Is that a job or something? I know there's got to be a
Dogs
job.
are trained to
There's gotta be a
dispatch
job.
rats. They have jobs that they do.
Okay.
There are catch dogs that stand out away from the
Ooh,
action
it is
and
right
wait
there.
for rats to run. Then you have the push dogs that go into trash bags and other places and make the rats bolt to the catch dogs.
This dog right here, Rommel, he's a Yog Terrier.
He got blood all on his
Dog
mouth.
goes in there, He
Oh.
sniffs him out, and he kind of like sets him up so the other dogs can knock him down, so to speak.
Well, you're going to see...
They're dedicated to this kind of stuff.
what looks like mayhem. It's actually very controlled mayhem and very well-planned mayhem.
Camera with me. Give me a camera. I need a camera over here. Over here. Right there. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Party.
In New York City,
Those some giant
the rat
rats,
that we
though.
see is the Rattus norvegicus, commonly referred to as the Norway rat, but
Norway
probably
rat.
more accurately referred to as the brown rat.
These brown
Rats are rats. I don't
made
give a
their
fuck what
New
y'all
York City
say.
Debut in the mid-1700s.
They was around for over
Ships
300
sailed over
years?
The colonies. Rats would
From the
stow away
British.
on board and find a home in the New World.
What has made
Wow.
them so successful in New York City is that there's always been a dense population of people that have provided food and water for them. And given
Sounds like New York.
essential needs for survival,
Sounds like
they
New
have done
York.
very well.
Rats are nothing short of adaptable. They can survive on just 1 ounce of food and water each day. They also reproduce quickly,
Yeah.
with the average gestation period lasting from 21 to 23 days. A female rat births around 8 pups in a single litter. These newborns will then begin to reproduce with other rats in just 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Since they arrived centuries ago, rats have evolved into 2 distinct groups. And like human New Yorkers, they can be classified by their neighborhoods, uptown and downtown.
Uptown rat and downtown rat. That's so funny.
Study from Fordham
Looks like the Hollywood rat and the hood rat.
Separated by a geographic barrier, Midtown.
Midtown.
But Midtown Manhattan is not rat-free, not even close. The area is more of a
That's so true though. It's as if rats are like
There is less
part of the
household trash and
population.
backyard space for
Yeah.
rats to thrive off of than in uptown or
And it's like the
downtown
city
Manhattan.
welcomes it because they be having trash out on the street. The block be filled with bags. I see them all the time.
Human environments very successfully.
Being that rats and mice also carry a ton of pathogens,
Yep.
it is a matter
Bunch
of
of
public
disease.
health. They carry things like toxoplasmosis,
Yep.
salmonella,
Definitely.
The bubonic plague.
That's why I
We
say
don't want
don't
any of
eat
that.
in New York, bro.
It's usually the exterminator that gets the first.
I was gonna go there for my
call when a rat is
birthday, but
spotted.
after delivering
I am an exterminator.
stuff
and
to
I'm
restaurants,
an owner-operator
nah.
of my own company.
Especially at that subway
I
shooting
do
too.
extermination of rodents, insects, and wildlife trapping.
Look at this. Look at that.
As an exterminator,
Look at
what I
that!
say is
Oh.
getting up super early so I can see the action. I have keys for almost all of my restaurants. No one is around. It's quiet. I sneak in. I keep
Me
the
too,
lights off.
me too.
I grab my flashlight. I flash it around the location, and I look to see what's scattering.
Rats are scattering no
So
matter
there's
where
an
you at.
entire ecosystem
Even in your own
the
house.
wall voice
That's
of
New
York
York.
City buildings at all times. That would probably make a lot of people want to vomit and jump out of their skin.
You're using a freaking mop. Look at that. Look at that. You can't even hold it properly,
See,
bro.
Somebody tries to close the rodent hole with spray foam, and generally a rodent can gnaw through weak concrete, mortar,
Foam's not gonna do
wood
shit.
very easily, and plastic. So something like this does not keep them out.
Nope. You gotta put actual
The
foam in
entrance
there,
point for this
insulation.
building in particular is right here. You can see that there's a hole in the building. If I stick my hand up, it just goes all the way
Yep.
up. So there is a gap where there's a lack of insulation.
Yep.
Definitely no solid insulation.
Yep.
And if you look at these brown marks right here, where the concrete goes from gray to this dark color,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually from the rat's body. It's an oil they secrete called sebum. It leaves a scent trail, and it will invite other rats to actually follow them up in here. As we could see by the extreme amount of darkened color, there is quite an infestation,
Yep.
and we've got some droppings right here in the
Yep.
corner, and the scent of urine. If I was in charge of getting rid of all the rats, the very first thing I would do would be to get rodent-proof trash receptacles. If you eliminate the competing food source, the rats will be more likely to, 1, not breed as often, 2, not set up shop in places where people are. They're with us because of our garbage and
Yep.
our littering.
In the summer of 2017,
But New York is filthy
the city
like that.
launched a $32 million citywide initiative to reduce the rat population in 3 target areas by 70%. The city installed 336 big belly solar compactors with no accessible entryway for the rats. The city now requires increased trash pickups, and any person
They do
caught
come every
illegal
night though.
dumping
They do come
trash
almost every
faces
night.
heavy
Almost
fines.
every night.
But some of these new and improved trash cans are not as effective as advertised.
There you see solar-powered, compacting, rat-proof can.
And people are still throwing it out.
Whose
Yeah.
purpose is totally defeated
Yep.
by being left open,
Yep.
by all the stuff around the edges.
That's not enough. You gotta put more out
So
there.
you might just as well have a regular old container.
Mhm.
They don't work because they don't lock them.
Yep.
So the rats go in down below.
Yep.
So city exterminators look to other methods.
There is a rodent bait station, and this is being used by the Department of Health to manage a known population. And so inside would be most likely either a rodenticide that is a bait that the rodent would feed on, and then within a week or so succumbs to the active ingredient, Or in some cases, what they do is they have a non-toxic bait, so it doesn't have the active ingredient, and then they'll put snap traps in there. So the rodent will come, they'll get used to the bait, and then they'll deploy a trap, and that will catch the rodent that comes in.
That's a big hole right there.
But still, rats persist. And some New Yorkers have taken it upon themselves to manage the problem.
Camera with me. Give me a camera. I need a camera over here. Over here. Right there. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Party. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Tear that shit up.
Are you not
We started about
I love shit like that. I hate rats.
New Jersey,
I hate
Liberty
rats.
State Park, and
I seen them all the time. I hate
we
rats.
had a dog show there that was fairly overrun with rats, and some of our dogs decided on their own to handle the
Good
problem.
boy.
And the park superintendent saw that and said, "Hey, can you guys come back and make it a regular thing?" And rats was
I hope they're offering plenty of money.
Any dog will catch a rat. Any dog will kill a rat. The terriers do it faster and better than the other breeds, and they endure. They have the tenacity to hang in there. 100 rats a night are not enough for them. They still want more.
Dogs love that.
We're not really having an effect on the rat population in New York. We do it for the dogs first, for the enrichment, for the fulfillment of the dog's DNA. We're helping the community out secondary to it, which is good. But you're never going to control a rat population in New York City.
Wow, not even that is much
From
effective.
traps to improving sanitation,
Because they
to
always
hunting
have
dogs,
more
people are
reproducing.
always coming up with
Wow.
ways to wage war on the city's rats. Exterminators, researchers, and city officials
That's
alike
crazy.
urge New Yorkers to be vigilant in doing their part.
The only thing that's ever going to reduce rats to a manageable level is to clean up.
Pretty much clean up,
Supply, the rats go away.
throw your food in the trash,
Simple.
throw out bleach or whatever.
It's
That's
important
literally the only
that we
way.
consider
But
we
New York is
want to
filthy
manage
like
the
that,
problem.
though. They are
The problem didn't start
filthy
in one
like
day. The
that.
problem started over time as
They are
humans
extremely
were
filthy.
attracted
New
to
York's
an
one of
area
the
for food,
dirtiest
and
cities,
so now we have
without a
to take that
doubt.
time to
Which explains the whole rat
population
population.
effectively. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to eliminate the problem from a site.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. That's crazy. Hey, man. You saw it. I saw it, you guys. All I'm going to say is, man, clean up after yourself. I know this is New York City, but this could be anywhere. There's definitely rats in my city, in Philly. There's definitely rats there. I would never forget the time I was working at a Dave & Buster's, man. And it was like a whole amusement park. You know, one day I was throwing the trash out like a giant bag, throwing it in a dumpster. And there were just rats just all in a dumpster. They were running around. One was like swinging on the pipes. Other was just like running around. Like, bro, like, this shit is real, man. I know restaurants suffer the most because obviously leftover foods, when they throw stuff away, throw it in the bag or whatever, you know, rats come for it. Like shit is real, man. These rats out here. And just last year, like, I was working for my previous company where I was delivering to restaurants. New York City, like I mentioned before, New York City was the worst. Like, it wasn't even, I wasn't even so much worried about the people around me, though I should, because they do, especially be like fiends or just hood motherfuckers, you feel me? Robbing people. It wasn't even so much of them I was worried about. I wasn't worried about them because I stayed in my lane. I kept my head down and I just did my job. The rats, on the other hand, every time I turned my back, I seen a rat just walking down the street like they were part of the population. They would go in and out of those holes or sewers or whatever, just having fun, just like they were part of the city or whatever, like they were part of the population, the people. You feel me? But I'm actually surprised, like, they're doing stuff. They're having rat terriers out and everything. I'm actually surprised about that. But anyway, man, it's been 300 years, though. Imagine, like, they saying 2 million rats. Like, I think, no, there's more than that. I'm going to say more like 2 trillion rats. I think there's over 2 trillion rats. Because they say this has been going on since the mid 1700s from British. Like, bro, like. Then all I'm going to say is I'm happy I'm not in New York anymore. I know rats are in every city, but none is worse than the city of New York. I hear DC is also bad, but anyway, man. But that's all I got to say, y'all. Anyway, hit that like button for your boy, man. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Help your boy reach 1K subscribers. Would be greatly appreciated, man. You know, I'm trying to start this off. You know, it's going to be gaming content and reaction content as well. Anyway, man, I appreciate you guys coming by and showing some love. And until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. Happy Easter to you and your family. Y'all have yourself a good one. I'm out.